Business is a money game with few rules and a lot of risk. This is a fantastic time to be entering the business world because business is going to change more in the next 10 years than it has in the last 50. We make the future sustainable when we invest in the poor, not when we insist on their suffering. If you can't make it good, at least make it look good. Your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning. We all need people who will give us feedback. That's how we improve. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. It's fine to celebrate success, but it is more important to heed the lessons of failure. If you are born poor, it's not your mistake, but if you die poor, it's your mistake. I never took a day off in my 20s. Not one. And I'm still fanatical. But now I'm a little less fanatical. Legacy is a stupid thing. I don't want a legacy. If your culture doesn't like geeks, you are in real trouble. By improving health, empowering women, population growth comes down. We make the future sustainable when we invest in the poor, not when we insist on their suffering. Everyone needs a coach. It doesn't matter whether you're a basketball player, a tennis player, a gymnast, or a bridge player. 2 out of every 5 people on Earth today owe their lives to the higher crop outputs that fertilizer has made possible. Technology is just a tool. In terms of getting the kids working together and motivating them, the teacher is the most important. The advance of technology is based on making it fit and so that you don't really even notice it. So it's part of everyday life. Drones overall will be more impactful than I think people recognize, in positive ways to help society. When I was growing up, my parents were almost involved in various volunteer things. My dad was head of Planned Parenthood, and it was very controversial to be involved with that. When a country has the skill and self-confidence to take action against its biggest problems, it makes outsiders eager to be a part of it. I'm a great believer that any tool that enhances communication has profound effects in terms of how people can learn from each other and how they can achieve the kind of freedoms that they are interested in. I can understand wanting to have millions of dollars. There's a certain freedom, meaningful freedom, that comes with that. Teaching's hard. You need different skills, positive reinforcement, keeping students from getting bored, commanding their attention in a certain way. In this business, by the time you realize you're in trouble, it's too late to save yourself. Unless you're running scared all the time, you're gone. Money has always been in politics. And I'm not sure you'd want money to be completely out of politics. At Microsoft there are lots of brilliant ideas, but the image is that they all come from the top. I'm afraid that's not quite right. I choose a lazy person to do a hard job. Because a lazy person will find an easy way to do it. If you can't make it good, at least make it look good. Your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning. I really had a lot of dreams when I was a kid, and I think a great deal of that grew out of the fact that I had a chance to read a lot. As we look ahead into the next century, leaders will be those who empower others. Technology is just a tool. In terms of getting the kids working together and motivating them, the teacher is the most important. I choose a lazy person to do a hard job, because a lazy person will find an easy way to do it. Our success has really been based on partnerships from the very beginning. Don't compare yourself with anyone in this world. If you do so, you are insulting yourself. Bill Gates is a great businessman, a great inspiration, and a great hard worker. He is a hero to many people because of all his accomplishments and because he worked hard to reach where he is. We hope his words will help you succeed and never forget to